where is all my money going? How many of us have had that thought? How many of us have sat there, look at our bank accounts and looking at our incomes and our outgoings and thought, where's all my money going? So I have studied psychology and specifically marriage and family, and I know that finances can cause the most stress in a marriage and in family life. So I think it's important for everyone to have at least a basic knowledge of of finances and investing and for those expenditures of saving for the future. So budgeting, preparing for retirement, saving for life expenses are going to be really important aspects of family life, and they're going to ease stress. So today we're going to talk about some basic principles for managing your money and preparing for retirement. So first we're going to talk about budgeting. So a lot of people for budgeting, that just sounds like such a dirty word, like just limiting. It's just so lots of times when people think about budgeting, they think that it's something that's going to force them to not do the things that they want to do, which is just completely untrue. Budgeting really is just knowing how much money you're going to be receiving each month and knowing where that money is going. So when you can figure out, okay, I'm going to be earning X amount of money every month, and so I'm going to split that up into categories, say, okay, this much is going to go towards rent, this much towards gas, car payment. And then after you've planned for those important expenditures, then you say, okay, this is how much money I'm also going to give to myself and make that an important expenditure, because that's what's going to be able to prepare you for those little life emergencies, like if the car needs to be fixed or if you need an extra hair dryer because yours broke, or you went to a dentist appointment and that's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Those expenditures are the ones that those paying ourselves is really going to help us out. And knowing how much money you're going to be able to spend on that in a certain month is going to be able to help you to make sure that you're not asking yourself that question, where's all my money going? Because so another important thing to think about when dealing with your finances is talking to your spouse. According to a professor who did a study at the University of Manitoba named Ruth Berry, she did a study on the quality of life. You know, what makes people have a good quality of life, and most people, and her study says that quality of life depends highly on marital satisfaction and income satisfaction. And specifically with her quality of life model that she used in her study, marital satisfaction depends highly on agreement upon family finances. So when we're talking with our spouse and knowing what our finances are, we're going to be able to have a much higher quality of life based on the evidence of this study. Also, a literature review published by the Family Council on Family Relations. Many people, when they're courting, they are willing to share intimate details about their personal history, but they don't even think or even want to share their economic or financial histories, which can be devastating to a relationship. For example, when I was dating my husband, I finally told him that I had student loan debt, and he still married me anyway, but with us both knowing that, we were both able to make a plan to attack that debt. Which brings us to investments, because when we are investing for the future, we want to make sure that we have good credit scores and that we're paying our debts off, and that we're able to get a good able to have a nice home or cars and things like that. So paying off those debts and having a good credit score are really going to help you out, especially ease your stress in your family and marriage. So investing is basically getting your money to work for you. It's your money working for you for free. It's money that you do not have to think about or even work for. It's not extra hours you have to work. It's just your money working for you. And this is going to help you with retirement, and it's going to save you so much stress and so much headache, and probably help you a lot with your marriage. So according to John Campbell, who is a finance expert, most people who make financial mistakes are those who are statistically poorer and less educated. So all this information about investing, it's available, but it can seem confusing and scary at first. But if we take the time to educate ourselves, we'll be able to have more money and be able to invest it and make it work for us. So a few things about investing. So how can we invest for the future? Where do I even start? This is a big question. Lots of people just don't know where to start. And so one investment that I'm going to talk about is your home, because that's going to be your best investment. It's the one you're going to live in. Your home is the one that's really going to is going to be a great investment for you. And another investment is stocks. Stocks is the most commonly known, but it's also the most risky. And a stock, based on, according to CNN Money, a stock is basically you are giving money to the company to have them producing. Here's my money. I own a part of your company now. And it's really important to understand because your money goes up and down based on how well that independent company is doing and how the economy is doing. Another form of investing, including using stocks, is called a mutual fund. A mutual fund is basically you buy into a group of funds or a group of, a group of stocks. So you're buying into a group of stocks, and this group of stocks is the mutual fund. So this is less risky than buying into a specific company, because when you're buying a mutual fund, you're buying into a lot of companies. So it's like a basket of companies. And let's say you have 100 companies in this basket, 99 of them are doing really good, and one of them completely bankrupts and tanks. This means that you don't have to feel that loss if you had specifically invested your money in that company. Because you've allocated your money and invested in a mutual fund, you probably won't feel that much of a hardship from that one company tanking when 99 of your companies are doing really great. So overall, investing is just part of retirement. But another investment you could do is called a bond. And a bond is the safest form of investment. And it's basically you loaning your money to there's government bonds, but companies also give out bonds as well. And bonds are basically you are giving them a loan and they promise to pay you back with interest. So it's the safest type of investment you can make. But investing is for retirement. You invest so that you're able to retire with dignity and comfortably throughout the rest of your life. The most important aspect of finances is paying a full tithe. Paying your tithing will give you more blessings than winning the lottery. According to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, if we're faithfully paying our tithing, the likelihood of financial mismanagement will be reduced. This doesn't mean you'll never have financial hardship, obviously, but it means that we will have blessings and we will be able to provide for ourselves and our family. So paying our tithing will mean that we have a little less financial stress in our lives. So proper budgeting, planning for retirement, and paying a full tithe are keystones in money management. Having this knowledge will help you ease stress from your life. And managing money is always going to be important. It's important for now, it's important for the future. Learning these skills early on in life, the earlier the better. This is going to be a great advantage to you because you'll know how to plan for your own future and your children's future, and you won't have to worry if you'll be able to. Learning the skills of budgeting and investing will help you today, tomorrow, and for retirement.